Hey, Decho, it's been a long time. You guys didn't like Wizards of Legend, and that's unfortunate because I really like Wizards of Legend. Anyway, I'm here to talk about my sins. Things I may or may not have done that incriminate my character in a horrendous way. And I'm talking about having never played Donkey Kong 64. It's one of my gamer sins, one of those things that I just never got around to doing. I know a lot about it, saw the Summoning Salt video, pretty familiar with the speedrun on Donkey Kong 64. I know that Cosmic used to play it, now he plays Mario. I know about Donkey Kong, but I've never, not even emulated it. I've never even given a shit to emulate Donkey Kong 64. Not that I didn't think it was bad or anything like that, I just didn't have the need to do it. I already knew the rap because of Melee. Why do I need to play that game? And I also had that mindset with Banjo and Kazooie. I don't hate Rare. I love Rare. I love all the other Donkey Kong games. Those games are great. I just didn't play the Nintendo 64 ones. But one of my biggest gaming sins, and I can't believe it took me almost 30 years to play this game. That game hasn't been out that long. I haven't played Symphony of the Night. Arguably the best Castlevania game, and also arguably the best Metroidvania game. Like, still, today. Even after Hollow Knight. And that's bonkers. Because that game is so good. Okay, so I love Metroidvanias. One of my favorite games of all time is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Sequel to The Blind Forest. I just think it's a lot better game, has way more mechanics, super interesting. But I also think that the Metroidvania style is just, it's just perfect. Platforming is always fun because it requires you to take in your surroundings, be reactive, shooting stuff or swinging a weapon, being engaged. It's all good. And you explore this new map, and you could go basically anywhere, except you can't go anywhere. And you find all these cool power-ups that make you feel better, and then you can just do more, and you can do harder and cooler things, and it's just awesome. Like, there's just something about exploring a map for me. That's like, remember in the Etrian Odyssey video when I was talking about making the map, and I'm like, it definitely triggers some undiagnosed social disorder within me? Very much the same with a Metroidvania, except it's like all happening right now. You don't get to stop and think. Sometimes you don't get to stop and think. You just open the map. You're like, okay, I gotta go there. Except, oh fuck, there's the skeleton. Oh fuck, there's the night guy. And then you turn into a bat. And then you turn into a wolf. And you run. And then a Hadouken. But what I'm trying to say is that I have known about Symphony of the Night for a very long time. I've known a lot about it. I'm like, yeah, it's goated, right? But I was always like, yeah, but Circle of the Moon's pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, but Metroid Zero Mission is really good. I am currently playing the PSP version of Symphony of the Night, and I am 1/4 through the inverted castle. I'm going to keep that as vague as possible. But just to give you a scope of where I am, I'm not even done with the game. And I'm like, this is the best Metroidvania game of all time. Because I'm going to not only am I going to beat it, but I'm going to replay it, like, immediately. Like, I'm going to immediately replay Symphony of the Night just to beat it faster and explore things better. Just to be like, oh, well, now I know that I can do this, and I can actually go this way. Because it's also a really non-linear game. Like, Metroidvanias aren't typically linear. Like, yeah, you can go here and here, like spot 1, spot 2. But Symphony of the Night, after the first, 30 minutes, it's like, nah, bro, you can basically try to get wherever you think you could fucking go, and then you're definitely going to find a power-up, and then bam. And it's just so good. And I don't like Dawn or Aria of Sorrow. They're fine. Like, I've always liked Circle of the Moon better, because I always thought it was a mechanically more interesting game. It's way faster paced. It's faster paced. It feels like a classic Castlevania slapped onto Symphony of the Night, and it's just really cool. I just really like a lot about Circle of the Moon. I don't care if it's not canon or fucking whatever. It's a fun, good Metroidvania, and Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow are good. I've liked them, but now that I have played Symphony of the Night, the spectrum has shifted so much that I'm like, damn, dude, Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow are just kind of boring. They're just like, just boring. They feel really slow. Like, Portrait of Ruin, it's been way too long for me to make a legitimate comment about. Order of Aplasia, I'm pretty sure, also been way too long, but it's not really Metroidvania. It's kind of Metroidvania, but it's like also level-based. That one maybe we'll do at another time. But the moral of the story is that I'm trying to confess. I'm here in the booth, you, the other side, saying to you, I've never played Symphony of the Night. Except now I have, kind of, for the most part. And I've played it enough to see the light. That I'm like, okay, this is the comparison. Like, okay, but how does it compare to Symphony of the Night? Like, when people make that argument, they're not being mainstream or anything. Like, it's just, that's it. Like, that is the gold standard of Metroidvania. And many games, I think, have successfully filled its shoes. I haven't beaten Hollow Knight or gotten extremely far in it at all. I've beaten the first boss like 5 times, and then I put it down and I stopped playing it, and I don't have an excuse because I have it on the Switch, so I can make it on the go, but oopsie doopsie. But I do hear Hollow Knight is like it. Like, Hollow Knight is the modern Symphony of the Night because it feels like Dark Souls, which, you know, sure. Well, and like, that's the thing though. So where Hollow Knight is like Metroidvania, Dark Souls, Castlevania is actually Castlevania and Metroid, Super Metroid specifically. Like, that's one of the things that keeps popping into my mind too when playing Symphony of the Night is Super Metroid. Very clearly, very much so. Like, kind of on purpose, obviously, you know? So like, ooh. But it's just so good. The RPG elements are good. It makes you feel good. The numbers, mwah. And like, the numbers aren't even like, even in Aria of Sorrow and shit, like, hitting shit felt meaningless. Like, I didn't even, like, even though numbers got higher, it kind of meant nothing to me because, like, I didn't really have it, like, I didn't have it scalable. But the numbers don't feel that way in Symphony of the Night. Like, when I deal 20 damage, I'm like, okay, I know 20 damage is going to kill this, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just feels more intuitive. It feels more natural. It just feels good. It just feels better than any other Metroid, like any other Castlevania in the Symphony of the Night style. While replicated it, they have never matched it. Not even come close to matching it. And that's insane. But that's it. I just want to let you know that I'm playing Symphony of the Night in my not stream time. Follow me twitch.tv/DJXRson, where I'll be playing Metroid Dread and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Because I have some other videos in the works for my main channel. So go subscribe to that. Watch that new Zelda video I made. I'm pretty proud of that. It's really cool. Well, I had 100. That's actually crazy. The Legend videos got 2!